And tonight is so special because I have somebody so special, somebody very special to my heart. You will not understand. My husband is in the house. My husband is in the house. Can you celebrate God's servant, Chris Morgan, one of God's finest music ministers in this nation of Nigeria? God has used this man. Let me tell you something small before he comes up. You see, we've been to programs, where people, elderly people, senior people, will now make statements like, right from when I was small. He said, right from when I was small, I've been hearing Chris Morgan's music. And then, funny, he will just joke, like, he will now say, so how old am I now? If right from when this man was small, he was saying, and how old am I now? Do you understand? Then, let me tell us something. Back then in Otukpo, Benue State, where I was born and brought up, I was actually, I will say, me too, I will use that statement today. When I was very small girl, I can't remember which class I was, then in Otukpo, and I happened to, I was a member of the Otukpo City Mass Choir, and somehow, there is this ministry, Jesus Glory Chapel. They usually invite him from Lagos to come. And then I remember this very Christmas concert. We had this concert around the Christmas period, December. And then he was one of the guest minister. If anybody had told me that man is going to be my husband, do you know what happened? Now, I attended the concert. I don't know who I will just use, like, I don't know how I looked then, but I know I was quite young. That was several years before I came into Abuja. Perhaps when I came to Abuja, I had just finished my SS3 exam. So you can imagine then, I was not close to senior class. But then I was still young, but I knew myself. So he was invited to minister. And then he was there on the stage. He's very dark, As he was there, even if you are behind anywhere, you can see him on the stage. So this is song that time. Gone are the days when my life was in misery. Without you, had I know what's my song go. Until I met you, and you changed my life, oh. I won't be the same again. Gone are the days, oh, when my life was in misery. Without you, had I know what my song was. Until I met you, and you changed my life. I am not the same. I am not the same. Hold it there. So that was a song, That was a song he was singing on the stage. Oh God, I was overwhelmed where I was with God's presence. I joke not. See, I'm not trying to say anything here, but I'm just being very honest. Like, I was so overwhelmed. And then he had his CDs. Then his CDs, it's not now that we are using Bluetooth and transferring music and buying through Spotify, Boomplay, and the rest. So then his CD, no CD. So his CDs were being distributed and the ushers were carrying it. If you have money, buy. I loved the song, sir, but I didn't have money to buy. I was wishing, oh God, how I love this song. If only somebody would just look at me and just dash me that night. So I stayed